Okay, so this on this video we're going to talk about the inventory sheets, and it is best fitted for people who sell businesses who are involved in sales of products, right? Not just services. So we're going to be looking at a various section of the of this particular sheet. So there are like two sections. We have this section which is the inventory for tracking your daily inventory, and you have the summary section. Again, like I said, only areas that are grayed in olive green that you're required to type into. The other areas will be calculated for you because that is the SS. So we're going to have, let's say, we're going to start from today, right? So today is 24th, right? Today is 24th 02 2026. And again, like I said, we're in the laptop business, right? So you can decide to use an item code. Whatever item code you want to use, the goal is to ensure you maintain that consistency here, right? Maintain that consistency. So in this case, we're going to call all our, for example, we're calling our Apple products Apple MacBook, right? That's what we're calling it. Then we're saying, so what MacBook is this? So we are going to say MacBook, um, MacBook Air M1, right? That's for this particular item. So then what is our opening stock? So when we open the stock again, we're talking about daily. Um, Today we opened the market, right? We opened the store or our business with, we had 15 MacBooks in store. Did we purchase any extra MacBook today? No, we did not refill any inventory. Okay. How many MacBook we sold? Let's say we sold 5 MacBooks today for this particular product. This, you get me. Then the returns. How many maybe was returned? None. How many damaged? None. So you see, it has already calculated what your closing stock is. Now we are assuming that, oh, the business has closed for today and this is what we have. So we did not, we only sold 5 today. We had 15 and we sold 5, and it makes sense how we have um what's it called? How we have closing stock of 10. Now, in terms of pricing, what's the unit cost of one? Again, we are saying that the unit cost of one, we are going to define it. Let's say the unit cost, it cost us 900K to get one. And then how much are we selling it? We're selling for 1 to 50. Again, an example, right? Which means your daily revenue is 6.2, because your daily revenue is 6.2 because when you subtract these two, you get a profit, and that profit is multiplied by the amount of money you sold. How many did you sell today? So today's daily revenue so far is 6.2. If we come towards this side, you could see that information already calculated and populated for you without you even doing anything. You have your Apple MacBook, which you have your closing stock, which is 10, right? Now, for today, how many units purchased? 0. How many units sold? 5. Your returns today is 0. The returns, how many people, how many was returns? 0. The total revenue today is this. And inside of that revenue, see how much you made. You made 1.7 million 500 1,750,000 naira today. Do you get? So you've gotten your summary today. Again, that's not all the product we sold. Still on the same day today, right? We have we sold HP. So we're gonna call this, let's say we sold another Apple MacBook, right? But this one we sold the MacBook Pro. Let's say we sold MacBook Pro 2019. We didn't have much of that. So we had 5 when we opened the store today. Then how many did we restock? We did not, let's say we restocked only 2. We bought inventory, that's 2. Then we sold 4. Let's say we sold 4 today. In returns, out of the 4 we sold, some had issues, so they returned 2, and then 0 was damaged. So we see our closing stock is 5. Now, how much is one? Let's say we sell what we sell in the cost for one. That's how much it cost us as a business. It's 500K. We bought at 500K and then we are selling to people at let's say 850. Please don't crucify me because of the price. Is business here. All right. So at 850, we made the daily revenue for this particular product is this, right? Now let's move over here and see. You see, things has changed now. Are you getting it? Unit purchased today is 2. Units sold today is now 9. Total that was returned is 2. Then you have your revenue today is no longer 6.6 million 250. Rather, it's now 9,650,000. And your profit today is now 3,150,000 naira. Reason being that all these transactions happen today. Same thing happens, same goes with the tools and other areas, right? So let's then look at an event where this is 23. Let's use 23, which is yesterday, which is not today, right? So we're going to call it HP. Let's call this guy HP and say let's say HP XPS. But I know XPS is not for HP. So we had 60 pieces of this. We bought one of these. Then we went ahead to sell, let's say 3. One was returned and one was damaged. So you see our closing stock. Then again, we are selling these guys at 250K. Sorry, we got it at 250K. Sorry. We got that 250K. Oh, how am I missing this? Okay. And then we are selling at let's say 400K. So we see the daily revenue from this is this for that day, for this day. This is 23. So you see, when we come here, it does not impact anything at all. It does not impact anything. Reason being that it is not today. The moment I change this to today, that same very moment, the dynamics change. So you get to see. So again, this is proof that this section tells you of what the current is today. Today. If it's tomorrow, Otilo. But as long as it's today, you get the right information. Then for the same thing happen with your everything you've purchased. You can see the total returns now is 3, and then the total damage so far is 1. If you check the damage section, it's just 1. Total returns is also 3. You get, and your current value is this. Then you have your closing stock. Now, closing stock, which pulls from your latest MacBook. And the reason why these are different, yes, these are different MacBook. But why is it saying, this one is 10, but they are different items? It's simply because you have the same item code of Apple MacBook. So it's considering it as one product. So the uniqueness is not just in the name, but in the code. So if you say MacBook, Apple MacBook, you need to state, oh, let's change this guy now to Pro, which means this tells us about all our Pro features. Do you get? So if you have things like this, you just expand. Then, voila. So you see, for all the Pro versions, as long as you're using the code correctly for them, you can see you have this, and those information are captured effectively. All right, so we'll move over to the next sheet. Stay tuned.